Welcome back to the videos, everyone. There's a couple things that I'm going to be taking care of here. It's 11:30 and it's Friday. We're going to be leaving here soon for Iowa, and we're going to be spending the night in Iowa, and then our first day of racing is going to be Saturday. I got to get this front bumper smashed on here real quick. I got to do some trimming and cutting to get it to fit, but I've never had it on since the tubed front end has been on. So I got to get that done because I can tell there's a huge aerodynamic deficiency with it off. And then the other thing is I'm going to have to grab some new lug nuts for the car because these ones that I bought are kind of trashed at this point. I've already had to replace one on the other side because it started to cross thread, and I'm not sure why that is. But check out how when I hit the impact, it actually makes the anvil in the impact activate when it should not. And it does that for most of them. It should not be doing that. These are brand new wheel studs, and these lug nuts aren't that old. They're only like, I want to say like 2 years old. So all I did was I cut two little reliefs right there and right there for the tow hooks, and then I also had to cut reliefs in the upper part of the lower lip so that way it could fit around these two parts. So these ones I'm not even going to bother with. These are all just going to get thrown away. I do have some backups of those, but those will just be like spares along with some backup wheel studs. And I'll keep those, but those are going to be more of a temporary fix. And then I also got some extra ones of the ones that I just got, so those will be our main backups. But in case we need these for whatever reason, they'll stay in there. Running a little bit behind, but that's okay. We'll make it to tech with plenty of time. Last night was an absolute disaster. I didn't make it to the campsite until about 10 o'clock, so it was already like completely blackout. And I had got my tent completely set up and everything, and then I realized my campsite had no electrical hookup, which is something I need because I have to sleep with a sleep apnea machine. And so I had to spend like half an hour hunting around for the ones I did. And then I had to take my tent down, move all my stuff in my car, and then get set up at the new site, and then I can get everything set up. But it's all good, we slept good. So I'll be interested to see what this track looks like. I'm curious like how big it is and what the layout is.
Decisions got me contradicting the ditches I put myself in, 'cause I'm different. I swear to 5 for a sample, the scram gonna bring it right out of your zone. Smoking on protein, on Kellogg's. I keep it J just in case if I fell off. I made a change, now I'm well off. Wish him in when I'm well off. Yeah. Wish him in when I'm well off. Yeah. I made a change, now I'm well off. Wish him in when I'm well off. Yeah. Wish him in when I'm well off. Yeah. Wish him in was I'm straight. Wish you so much, I've been stuck in the grate. Feel like the same every day. Smoking the hell with the weed. Smoking so much, I got passion for days. Feeling the stress every day. Feel like I'm losing myself in my ways. Tell me I'll end up the same. Tell me deep down I'm so sane. Just tell me it all goes away. Tell me it's just in my brain. She asks if you fine, I'm fine for real. I'm just a little fired up. Sirens off of my mind is blind. I'm losing myself in the sky. Yes, I give a fuck if you fine. Just working on back in the grind. I'm getting my vision in line. I used to be back in the line. No, when I pull up, I start skipping the line. I don't need a diamond to shine, but really it's what's in my mind. I hope I don't waste what I find. I guess we gon' find out sooner or later in time. My shawty be fine, she a dime. I'm with a nine. You can't even find. They say that she never fine, but fine. They got a foundation behind me. Find me lying. Smoking on protein, on Kellogg's. I keep it just in case if I fell off. I made a change, now I'm well off. Wish him in when I'm well off. Wish him in when I'm well off. I made a change, now I'm well off. Wish him in when I'm well off. Wish him in when I'm well off.
Real quick, we're taking a break from the racing. I want to show you guys the museum they got here at the airport. And the cool thing is this plane and this one are actually remote controlled. These things are really cool. And they got a bunch of other displays here. They got a lot of stuff you can check out. Check this motor out. This thing is absolutely humongous. Like, just to give a point of size reference, like, let's see here. So there's one of the pistons, and there's my fist. Like, this motor is absolutely huge. Apparently, here's the plaque on it. It has 4 rows of 7 cylinders. It has 2,600 horsepower and 3,800 under takeoff. And then those are all the planes it was used in. It was the largest production radial engine ever built. This thing is absolutely wild. Alright, that's end of day 1 for me. They're still racing right now and they're still kind of going on. But they took out that like bus stop. So it was basically just a drag strip at that point. So I'm like, and it's like 5 o'clock, 5:30. So I'm like, you know, it'd be cool to stick around, but not really. It's been a long day. Not really, you know, worth it to me to keep sticking around. We still got 3 more days. So I'm heading back to the campsite. Gotta figure my stuff out. I will need to be rotating the tires now that it's the end of day 1, but I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning, first thing when I get here. But all in all, I think it was a pretty good day. I was throwing down some quicker times towards the end. I think my fastest time was like a 46 something. And it was weird because my fastest times are what felt the worst, whereas my runs that felt the best were my slowest times, so it's kind of weird. And I've had that happen quite a few times, but I guess I'm not a very good judge of what's fast and whatnot, but it wasn't some too bad at times. I was throwing down similar times to some of the C4 Corvettes there, so. All right, so for tomorrow, I'm gonna have to make sure I don't forget my sunscreen. I put some on in the morning, but I can really feel I got burnt pretty good on my leg, and then on the back of my neck I got some. But there's a little bit of light left in the day, so we're gonna go to the car wash that's in town. I noticed there's like a self-service joint in there, and this car could use a good cleaning. It's got like mud on it, and it's really dirty. It hasn't been washed in a long time. So I'm gonna go just like clean it up, make it look nice for the rest of the event. But that's pretty much it for today. Alright, I'm just pulling into the airport now. I'm running quite behind. I wasn't able to get out of bed in time, and I did not get a chance to run to Walmart, so we have no tire chalk, and I don't think I'm gonna have time to rotate my tires. I'm gonna try and get my spark plug swapped out because I was supposed to do that before I left, but I didn't have time for it. So there's a lot of stuff we gotta figure out, but it's gonna be a good day. I'm not sure how the course is gonna be laid out different from last time, but we're just gonna do our best and we'll see how the day pans out. third and final day. We're just pulling into the track now. I've had a really fun weekend, but I'm excited to see what this third day holds for us. We were doing really good yesterday. We were able to get a lot of temp in the tires and like really grip the car up, which I was really happy about. The first day it was kind of all over the place, but yesterday I really dialed in the tire pressures and I figured out which tire pressures I was needing to run, as well as like I got the tires really warm to the point where like I could launch the car at the start at like 5,000 RPMs and it wouldn't even spin the tires the way it normally does. Like it just ripped up and went. The other takeaway, the big takeaway from this weekend is these guys who I'm driving with today can drive. Like this is the Corvette Club of Iowa, and these guys know what they're doing. They don't mess around. So I'm gonna make it a point to drive with these guys as much as possible. And one of the guys came up to me yesterday and he was telling me that my driving was actually pretty good and that I was very consistent on my times. And I knew that it was, but it was nice to hear from someone else without, asking them. It was kind of, he was telling me that I'm doing good, I just need more power. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I know. Like, thanks for reminding me, man. But otherwise, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I think I will too. Oh, he dipped in, but I think it's,
that pretty much wraps up today. I'm already on the road, but as I said in the previous video, these guys are like exceptionally good drivers. So I'm really gonna try and run as much as I can with them. And you get a lot of runs driving with these people, because I got, yesterday, just in the afternoon, I managed to get 14 runs in. Like, I don't get that in a whole weekend of driving where I'm from, so that was not bad at all. I got a ton of time, and I'm really happy that I did a 3-day weekend, because I feel like I was able to really dial in my times and just like get very consistent and actually like get used to a singular course setup. I unfortunately didn't get much of that on video, but I managed to lay down 31.3 as my fastest time, which was far from the fastest time there, but it was pretty decent when you consider the cars I was up against. There was a lot of very fast cars in the 30-second window. I ran a 31.4 as well, and then a 31.7. I was able to put down some fairly consistent times, and then at the end there I almost ran over the timing light, and I actually sent a cone into the timing light, but everything was okay. So all in all, I'm super happy with the weekend. Nothing broke, it was all good, and I met like a ton of really cool people. So couldn't be happier with how the event turned out. So I will catch you guys on the next video.